Goodies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out a Daidus video. This is My Toy Store Retail Job Was a Nightmare animation. I am so tempted to say My Toy Story Job is an because Toy Store, it doesn't matter, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So this is obviously Christmas themed. We are late, us here on the channel. I am late. But here we are. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started.
What up?
No, squid neutral.
No, squids are
From
we.
what I've experienced,
So he used to work
I
at
sure saw this coming.
Toy Story, not Toy Story.
On top
Goodness,
of a bunch
Toys
of
R
new
Us.
boats and pallets, and then tuck them away in the back room. Load up and crunch a buttload of cardboard into the cardboard baler.
Okay.
Make
Oh,
sure
he's just
the
watching
store
a training
is clear
video.
of all boxes.
Pretending to work.
Go home. Now take box cutter and insert it
Into your.
Any questions?
That's funny.
Why am I here?
Because
you apply for the job?
I wanted to tell you more stories about an ancient relic from the past.
Okay.
Part 2. Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, first of all, before we start,
Mhm.
I just want to start off by saying that, every time the store's radio started playing the
What?
Frozen song, you know what song?
Did they?
All the workers around would groan and complain. Meanwhile, your boy up over here
would be singing it.
letting it go.
Let.
And yeah, this was a daily occurrence.
And everybody was
Awkward
upset.
group meetings.
Oh dear.
Now, when you work the night shift at Squids Are We, there's
I
the
like
one
that
big
he named it
rule
Squids
that
Are
you
We.
are never allowed to break unless in an emergency.
What?
You are not allowed
5 a.m.
to
That's the
leave
pretty.
the locked facility until 6 a.m.
For your safety.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
this rule was broken many times.
Oh.
This one guy didn't bring his food for break, so he must have been starving,
Oh, crap.
So he went in and broke the rules by getting donuts at Tim Squirtin's across the street. No big deal, right?
Oh, Tim Thornton's.
Well, yeah, a group meeting was called, and the boss presented him as an example
Oh,
of
dear.
what could happen to you
Oh dear.
if you ever broke the main rule.
Oh dear.
It was like
I know that this
watching a
isn't
public execution.
What happened, but
Fired. Now let me present to
pretty
you
grim
more
representation.
awkward group meetings.
okay.
What idiot would order some pizza nut to the store?
Pizza Hut. I
Y'all
like
know
that
we
he
can't
keeps
open the
changing
doors to retrieve it? How
the names of things.
stupid are you?
Dear.
Who in the flying smoked in the god bathroom?
Oh, because
You
I can't go on the smoke break.
Toilet munchers!
And I do hate when people smoke
I
in the freaking
noticed
bathroom.
there's someone who keeps going to the bathroom every 30 minutes.
Mm.
If you have a bladder problem or anything of the sort,
Mm-hmm.
you should come see me
That is
and let
awkward.
me know.
That is awkward. I don't want to tell you.
Oh no, he knows.
I'm not gonna tell him. You're not.
Yeah,
I'm not telling
it
you.
was directed towards me.
Oh dear.
I don't know why, but I was too embarrassed to tell him that I had a weak bladder
Oh, okay.
during the nightly hours, okay?
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
just never said a thing.
It's
And
none
I
of his
continued
business.
on with my ritual
Is he clocking you every 30 minutes,
by
though, bro?
peeing more.
What is he doing that he's watching you go to the
bosses.
bathroom?
The bosses work with you, so there
Oh.
aren't really any opportunities to slack.
Oh, okay.
In fact, all of these night shift
I like
bosses
that.
can go completely wild
Dear.
because no customers are in the store.
Oh, true.
Plus,
oh, that's
the job
not
is so
good.
stressful,
You're behind.
nobody
You're
wants to do
behind. It's
it.
not my fault.
So if they ever quit, it's hard to replace them. They could go absolutely bonkers if they wanted to.
Dear.
I've seen it.
Yikes.
Ryan,
Okay.
the first boss before quitting.
Oh gosh.
This
Sanity
dude
is
lifts.
Very intimidating.
blue. Oh gosh.
He'll split you in half. He quit for obvious reasons.
Workers. Oh. Okay.
John and Alex, the dual bosses that replaced Ryan.
Oh, okay. They brought two.
John is very quiet.
Oh, okay.
Thought he didn't like me at first until he recommended me at the end of the seasonal and told me I
Okay.
was a good worker.
Okay. Okay.
Who would have thought?
I like they included
Alex,
Squid in the
The
bathroom
best
images.
for last. This guy is a true rager.
Okay.
He
great
goes on
sanity.
a cursing spree every night. He'll destroy merchandise by
what?
crushing them and throwing them across the universe.
What?
An example.
Okay.
I hate this store and
Yeah.
this job. I'm
Stop with this! I'm quitting this squid hole!
Dear.
By the way, that happens every night.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Everybody's got their headphones
you don't want to be on his bad side. He's
Apparently.
actually a pretty good guy.
Oh, really?
If workers would stop being stupid and stop, don't do dumb things.
Like what? What did they do?
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah, a lot.
If anyone screws up, he takes full responsibility
This music is so
and gets
ominous.
extra work piled onto him.
Dear.
Also, he gets
Which
chewed
is
out
true.
by his supervisors.
Which is also true.
Crazy Steve. Again.
Again.
Although Crazy Steve did
What?
Crazy Steve things.
Okay, what is he
I've
doing right
always
there?
thought he was an overall pretty nice
Excuse
dude.
me.
But then as time went on,
Mm-hmm.
something happened.
Like what?
This man,
This ominous
he
music.
got corrupted.
Oh gosh.
As days go by, he
Okay.
would become angrier and angrier.
No.
He started bossing the other workers around
No.
and brag at any chance he gets. Workers started to learn.
And it's
that
late
they should
night?
avoid him
I'm good.
and to never
Deuces.
trust him. He became a snitch.
Oh, what?
If
Which
you
was that
talk
kid from?
smack
Oh,
about the
was that
bosses-
Recess? The kid was from Recess, right? Oh, I guess I missed Recess.
He
John
would
can
tell
shove
the
it.
bosses.
Eric said.
And the bosses talk smack about their bosses.
Oh dear.
He would tell their bosses.
What?
No one was safe.
Oh my gosh. You was a
This
snitch.
was the
A-ho.
downfall of Crazy Steve.
Oh, body odor.
Oh dear.
All right, you know when you go to anime cons and it smells
that
like
Sailor
straight
Moon?
booty?
I've never been.
I do.
But
Well,
I
at Squids Are We,
have been to
there
the
are no exceptions.
board game section of PAX, and I remember being in a conversation, not a competition, but a conversation between me and two other friends. And we were trying to decipher if the scent we smelled was food cooking or all the people sitting there.
There were 3 atrociously smelly people
Aye.
that I had to stay clear from
I remember
at all times.
3
If
at
one of
Walmart.
those stinkers
I
were
remember
on
3
one
at
side
Walmart.
of the store, I'd be on the other.
Yep, that's what you gotta
Lord
do.
bless my soul if I ever had to
But I had
cross
to
paths
work.
with them.
No, I had 4.
Because then I'd have to hold my breath for dear life.
And it was like
One
if they
whiff.
try to talk to you.
And I'm dead.
Like how you just fell over with
The
the box.
lobster man.
Lobster man.
It was one of those nights where I was out in the back putting cardboard into the baler with another worker.
Okay. I used to love
And you
using the
know,
baler.
when 2 people
Just
are
watching
alone together,
Crush the boxes.
they talk.
Just loved it.
He goes, I was a lobster man once, but then I
Okay.
threw my back out. And here I am working at the squiddy job.
Okay.
I work 2 jobs every day
Oh,
since I
dear.
got 2 little kids to feed.
Yeah, I know you're in pain.
Oh, by the way, my wife cheated on me last week.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I'm sorry to hear.
I know. What do you say?
Oh, yeah. You remember that guy that got fired for walking to Tim Squirtins?
Is it that guy?
Yeah,
That was Lobster
that
Man?
was that guy.
Oh gosh.
Okay, yeah, so the store is closed now. It went bankrupt.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys already know.
Yes, we
but,
do.
You know, it
These
doesn't
are great
exist anymore.
images.
It's like a fragment of the past. It's kind of like Blockbuster, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
poor Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. All those stores that I frequented. Well, Hollywood Video I frequented. Sorry. Had a long day. But I like the fact that he changed the names of the stores and stuff like that. Like Squids Are We instead of Toys R Us. I really like that. I like his implementation of his branding in his animation. It's done very well, and I really do enjoy it. It takes me back. Watching this takes me back to when I worked at Walmart and dealing with smelly people and Target. I think of Target too. Target, however, I don't distinctly remember anyone being smelly, but I do have memories of working overnight at Target and the things that we would kind of come across there versus when I worked at Walmart. And I never did overnight at Walmart. I never will I or would I do overnight, especially after watching some scary stories of people in the middle of the night. The kind of people that go in that store, like, mind you, I've shopped in the middle of the night and I couldn't work it. I'd be too afraid. I'd be too paranoid and too afraid. So hats off to him for working overnight at a store in general, because well, I mean, okay, just not to go off too much on a tangent. The Target store I worked at was smaller than the Walmart store that I worked at. The Walmart store I worked at was a supercenter, and the Target I worked at was just a regular Target. So they had like a huge overnight crew at Target, so the store felt full with a lot of people. However, for Walmart, it's a huge store, and they cut back as much as they can on hiring people because they don't want to spend their money and help people out. That's not what Walmart does. So it's such a vast store, and it almost seems like nobody's working the floor, and you're just there, and it's crazy scary. Well, I wouldn't say crazy scary, but scoopy. It's super scoopy. That's what it is. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you ever work retail? Did you have any stories that were similar to what he dealt with? The smelly thing, I remember. I have those images for people right in my mind right now. Does it take you back? Let me know down below. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support everyone involved in making the video. If you like this video, hug the like on that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.